Hey, it's Dr. Fred, TMT. You see that? TMT. Hey, here's a question for you. Are you unstoppable? How do you guys like this prop? Here's a stop sign. Okay, what does this mean? Hey, we're here on a spiritual journey, right, on a human journey to fulfill a soul purpose. So the question isn't whether or not that there's stop signs in your life. The question is, where are they positioned? And so when they're positioned like this, see, the lowest consciousness is reacting to things outside of us. Deepak Chopra in the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success calls it object referral. What's that mean? Our focus is outside. We're reacting to conditions. We're reacting to what other people say. We're seeking the approval for others for our own self-validation. So as we find our path, we're looking for our path to our soul purpose. We run into conditions. What's that mean? Stop sign is facing us. So we run and boom. Right, step into that, oh, there's pain, so we try and go over here. But conditions in the world change, so what happens? Then a stop sign's here, boom, then we run into that. And then, okay, that was a lot of pain, I got a knot on my head, I'm gonna go around this way. Then what? Boom, we run into this. Do you ever feel like you're pushing the boulder uphill? That no matter what you do, there's always something in front of you that stops you when what's really the most important stop sign? It's the voice in your head. Why? Because our mind is telling us it wants us to survive. So it's telling us you can't do that. And every time you run into something, man, you're not good enough, or you're not skilled, or you can't do that, or what are you thinking? And voices outside. Well, how do you think you can do that goal? Just get a job, be safe, put in retirement, don't take those financial risks. So what are we doing? We're running into these stop signs. Deepak Chopra calls that object referral. But what's really stop signs? A voice in our head. So Michael Singer writes books called The Surrender Experiment. And what does he say? The most powerful tool, I'm paraphrasing, to your personal growth is understanding that you are not the voice in your mind. You are the one hearing the voice in your mind. Deepak Chopra calls that self-referral. So instead of our referral being things outside of us that change, what's our referral? It's our divinity. It's our soul. We're not the voice in our mind saying that we can't do it. We don't look to conditions. What we look for is guidance. Guidance. So the stop sign goes from this position to this position. Whoa! What's that? That is significantly different. What's that mean? Well, first of all, when we're spiritually and emotionally mature, this stop sign is way out here. These are our boundaries. So what do? We're on our soul path, man. We do this. Well, mistakes, pain. And then I go way off track and boom, I hit my head. Oh, God, that hurt. Why? Because on the other side of this boundary, that's pain. That's anxiety. That's problems. That's broken relationships. This is financial stress. But that's not going to get us to our purpose. Right? So what do? Oh, we hit that boundary, and then what do? Oh, I got a big knot on my head, so I don't want to do that anymore. So what do? We make those boundaries tighter. Ooh, see, that's responsibility, because now what? Our path is more narrow, so if we try to do the same thing, boom, God, that didn't take much. Shit, all I did was look to the left, and I hit my head, right? Because we learn what's on the other side. Oh, I don't want that pain. So what do? Let's move that boundary a little closer. I don't want to run in that problem in my relationship again. I don't want to do the same thing in the last marriage that I did again. I don't want to make the same decision in the last job. I don't want to hire the wrong person. I don't want to be the wrong person, because you realize the path to your soul purpose is not wide. It's very narrow until it becomes so narrow that all you got to do is go, right? I didn't even move. Can I at least turn my shoulders? Nope. Because all you did was look and you smacked your head. Why? Because the more narrow you are, the more successful you'll be. So as we spiritually mature, what happens? Man, that path becomes narrow. Why? Because I banged my head on this stop sign so many freaking times. I don't want a knot on my head anymore. And then pretty soon that path is so narrow and you become spiritually mature that what? I don't need it anymore. Hey, where did that stop sign go? It's not even here anymore, because now this is the path of purpose. This is the path of conviction. This is the path of peace. And yes, I run into challenges, but the universe is giving me those so I can gain strength, and I can gain skill, and I can gain the tools and bring the right people in my life that, man, I can fulfill my soul purpose. I can have the most amazing marriage and relationship. You know, we can be an example to others. I can let God in my life, and I can let the universe direct me, because the process of life is always right. We're connected to a universe that is guiding us. So when we stop looking out here and we do this, we don't need this anymore. And then these, when we think there's one here, what happens? We got innate direction. What happens? It just goes away. Goes through the challenges. Doesn't mean we're not going to be stressed, but what it means is we don't let things outside of us destroy our peace. Vishaan Lakhiani owns and developed Mind Valley. He's got his own word. It's called unfuckwithable. How do you like that? Unfuckwithable. What's unfuckwithable mean? Let me find it. It means that you're truly at peace. You're in touch with yourself. Nothing anyone says or does bothers you, because your internal state and your boundaries are so narrow that your path is clear until I don't even need these anymore. Guess what? I don't need to bang my head anymore. Man, I follow innate guidance. So here's my question. Oops, let me get this again. Are you willing to bring those boundaries so tight that there's only one way you can go into a fulfilled life? Because guess what? This creates the transformation. And we understand the stop signs are what are a vehicle to creating a transformation in you to allow you to fulfill your purpose to a higher level. Are you willing to put those boundaries so narrow that there's only one place to go into a fulfilled life? Hey, I'm willing to take you. You're probably taking me on the same journey, so let's all go together from where we are into a fulfilled life. By the way, all this is in chapter 2, Exercise Loving Yourself and Others with You Are More Powerful Than You Think. It's where I get all this stuff from. Go to Amazon, go to Audible. Please share this. There's a whole bunch of people that could use a few stricter boundaries, eliminate the pain, right? Share, comment, send this around the world. I love you guys. Let's have straight, defined boundaries so that we can all live a better life. All right, see you next week.